Hi, today we're looking at geraniums and propagating geraniums. So it is fall here in my neck of the woods, the Pacific Northwest. Um, and if you're like me, you've got all these amazing geraniums that have been doing wonderful all year. And now you need to decide what you're going to do with them over the winter because they're not going to survive out in our elements. Hey, fun fact, what we know commonly as a geranium is actually a pelargonium. Um, the difference between a true geranium and a pelargonium, or what we know as commonly a geranium, is that a true geranium is actually cold hardy. And that's cold hardy down to like zone 4, zone 5, somewhere down there. But that's not the zonal geraniums, the Martha Washington geraniums. The geraniums that we find out in our garden centers typically are actually pelargoniums. And that's what I have here today. These are not cold hardy. A couple different ways you can overwinter them. I have a greenhouse. I also have a garage. You can, at the end of the season, you can take them out, store them bare root in a paper bag, let them dry out, let them hang out, chill in your garage over winter, somewhere where it's cool, 40 to 50 degrees, keep them from freezing. Or oftentimes what I do is I just put them all in my greenhouse. But some of these I have overwintered a couple years now, and they're starting to get kind of, I don't know, scraggly looking. They do great through most of the year, but then once fall comes on, they start to look a little worse for wear. Most of them are probably root bound. Next spring I probably should divide some of them, repot some of them. But a great thing that you can do is just propagate the ones that you love, and then you can pitch the old guy. So that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to propagate them. Here you can just put them into some small pots, and here let them chill out on a windowsill in your house over winter. Let them continue to grow, or if you have a greenhouse like I do, put them in the greenhouse and let them grow there. So what we're going to do is come in. We're going to cut a piece off. If it's got any flowers or buds coming out, I'd nip those things. Cut those back a little bit. Take anything dead off of there. You don't want that. And then every spot where you had a leaf node, there's an opportunity for roots. So we're going to take that back a little bit. So we've just got that top. Can you see that? Pretty simple. Then we're going to take a pot. We're going to put some, I'm using a seed starting mix, mixed with a little bit of perlite. I've dampened that. So I'm just going to put that in my pot. Then I'm going to use my handy dandy Sharpie because I don't have a dibble. I need a dibble. So tamp that down a little bit. Get yourself a hole. Then these things will propagate super simple, but if you want a little edge there to help them go, get yourself a little rooting hormone. I pour mine into a little bowl first, so I'm not contaminating the pail that it's in. So lightly coat it with rooting hormone, and then carefully put that in the hole. Firm that down around. And now simply I will just keep that moist. I will keep that moist for a couple weeks, and then I'll have a geranium. Hey, so check this out. And that's what I did 2 weeks ago. I went through and I took a cutting. I put it in some soil. I used a little root hormone. And then after a couple weeks, then I just give it a little tug. Just give it a little tug. That's what we want to do. Oh, there I am. Hey. So this guy has been chilling out for a couple weeks. I was trimming back some of my pelargoniums, geraniums, a couple weeks ago. And I thought, oh, what a great opportunity. I'll create a new one. I really like this color. It's kind of a dark red. So tug on it a little bit, doesn't move. That's a good sign that roots have been developed. So, and don't take my word for it. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Here. Let's here. Let me dump it. Oh, look. Look at these roots. That's just a couple weeks. And that was just hanging out, chilling in my greenhouse. Just full of roots. Full of roots. And that's just a couple weeks. You know what? And it hasn't been that warm. So it was kept moist. It was kept watered. Moist. It was kept watered. Not soggy. It was warm in the greenhouse, probably 60 to 70 degrees. But you know, evenings have been cooling down. So there we go. We've got a brand new geranium, pelargonium. I'll put this back in the pot. I'm telling you, these things hard to kill. It will grow, it will thrive. And then I'm going to go through my other geraniums and get some more going. Probably find a windowsill in the house that gets a fair amount of light, filtered light, somewhere warm, so they continue to grow and thrive. And next spring, I'm not buying new geraniums because I've grown my geraniums. What a great thing to do. So go visit your neighbor's patio, go visit your neighbor's yard. Maybe as you're walking through town and you see one in a basket, get your little snippers out and start collecting your geraniums now. They've got all winter just to kind of chill out, and then you can skip your trip to the nursery in the spring. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this. Give a like, give a subscribe, follow along. We're gonna propagate some more things later this fall. We'll see you then. Happy gardening.